Hello, I am the Roninpawn, and this is Kerbal Space Program 1.0 pre-release day. Pre-release day. Hello, everybody. Hello, Rai1010 in chat. Hello, Minecraft Dude 925. Talria Best. I see you all. I see you all. Can you hear me? Can you hear the sounds of my grating, horrible voice? Oh my God, I've been up. I've been up for hours and days and hours and things trying to put together videos and get ready for the stream, and I'm just so bloody tired. Bill, is that you, Bill? I can't quite see you. Is that, Bill Kermit, help me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to KSP 1.0. I see all your 1.0 flags. I see them all. Dusel. I don't know. I can't not say Das. So, what do you guys want to do today in the 1.0? Because there's only a billion frickin' new features. You guys didn't make it easy on us, Squad. Hello? Let's not do that one. Let's do KSP. Squad, hey, you guys with all your features, you're just gonna throw features at us all day? You know, we gotta, like, make content around this. We're just try and make videos on YouTube at youtube.com/Roninpawn, which is where I live, you know, and show people how this game is played. And I mean, basically, we're all just waiting for Scott Manley to cover it because there's just too much. There's just too bloody much for all of us. There's no way that we can cover all this information. Look at the giant KSPTV. This is the old one. I got the old one up. Oh my God. It's enormous. It's just eating the whole screen. It's eating the whole screen. Look at it eating the whole screen. KSPTV 1.0. It's 1.0 day. 1.0 day. Quit playing with your buttons, Spawn. Play with the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what would you like to do today? There's only about 1 billion of you in chat, so I really can't. I don't think that we could get a consensus going, so I'm going to start with what I would like to do today, which is just fly a simple little jet. I made a simple little jet, and we're going to need Val, of course, in the cockpit. Hello, Valentina German. Hop into this pre-release jet Mark 011, Mark 6, whatever number I put there. I love the flying. The new camera system is like, and by the way, has anybody covered for you today Chase Cam? Okay, have we talked about Chase Cam in the new Kerbal Space Program in the 1.0? Because it looks something like this, and it is awesome. It is amazing. It is excellent. I am going to need a little trim when I get up there. Come on, Val. The amount of thrust that you get out of these basic jet engines now is just incredible. Like the low-end thrust, I don't believe it. You know, you have to keep your throttle very low. I have trimmed way too far up. Okay, that's about a level trim. And here's the new Chase Cam, everybody. Here's the new Chase Cam. Yes, it follows your vector of prograde instead of turning with the ship. Oh, it is so absolutely lovely. By the way, we are flying right now, today, here in KSP 1.0, without SAS. Also, we're doing it with our gear down, because I'm a git. Come on, let's do a loop-de-loo. Let's do a loop-de-loo. And Val, hang on. I probably shouldn't see. Chase Cam is smart enough now to spin around, and I started spinning out of habit, so I need to stop doing that. I want to go underneath the bridge. I want to take this SAS-less craft underneath the bridge here in KSP. I love the drag system. I love the camera shake, the wobble, the everything, being in the cockpit and getting that, oh my God, what's going on, Paul? Why are you making maneuvers like those? The whole feel of it is just, it's made of glass. It is so polished. Okay, I'm throttling down even more. I have no idea what my throttle is right now, but we're coming in for, did I say going under the bridge? Going under the bridge at the R&D center? Because it doesn't look like you're going to pull it off today. I can't risk Val's life. It's her first day, okay? We want to keep her alive on the first day here, at least for another, 30 seconds or so, which I think I can pull off. I do need to know how fast I'm going. Yeah. See, just even that much throttle in 1.0, the jet engines just have so much low-end power. You've got to be like down here if you want to do some nice slow maneuvers. Look at us just taking off 140 meters per second from 70 after a turn. Yeah, you've really got to be easy on the throttle in these new planes. Pretty sure Pawn got this pre-recorded, says Alpha Epic 11. Screw you. I didn't pre-record anything except for a video for YouTube, which isn't out yet. I'm sorry, but I've been up for about 52 hours or so. Coffee is a lovely invention, I think. I have caffeine pills. They come in the form of beans that I grind, and then I put them in a filter, and then I run hot water through them, and everything is lovely. Yes, I've been up for a very long time putting together videos. It will be out by tomorrow, if not late tonight, my pre-release video, my sneak peek at the 1.0, but you guys are here, so you don't really even need to go see my video, because guess what we're going to do today? We're going to fly underneath the bridge. Did I say we'd fly underneath the bridge in an SAS-less craft? Did I say that, ladies and gentlemen? You're welcome. Thank you very much. Valentina, high five. High five, Val. Hi. Oh, you're in the box. Okay. Yes, we did it. We flew right under it. It's so easy. It's so easy in the new system, especially when you're flying at very low speeds. Oh, God. This is just, it's brilliant. I love the flying. I have literally, since I got my hands on the experimental, so like two and a half weeks ago or something like that, I have put in hours. Just doing this. Just floating around the Space Center. Just moseying about in a plane. Just da 50 meters per second, and then maybe at 80 meters per second, and then maybe at 320 meters per second. Let's get some speed going here, okay? Because I'm loving the planes now in KSP. I can't even bother with building rockets and going to planets. Because look at the planes, aren't they awesome? What's going on in chat? Full throttle till you explode, says Saskadoom88. Woohoo! Mokmo, you're back, you followed me. First person out of the bridge, says Peter Taylor. I might be the first person out of the bridge in KSP 1.0. Certainly the first one to live stream it, so, if we keep whittling down, if we make it specific enough, then I'm definitely the first. I am the first Roninpawn on KSP TV at the time that it is right now to have said these words, okay? Put a flag in it, because that's mine. You're missing about 100. I'm missing about 100, says Taba Case, 320 kilometers per second, or meters per second, kilometers per second. Well, we'll have to strap some rockets. Look at the lovely effects. I mean, I know we had these before, but they just look nicer. They just look, I'm just going to be fanboying for the next hour and 50 minutes. Do you guys mind? If I just sort of, oh my god, look at this, oh my god, look at that, can we just do that? Let's go to the moon, let's fly to the moon, Val. And the drag where you get up to these really high speeds, and then you just decide, oh my god, this craft is wonderful for the drag. As simple as a jet, as this is, watch this, 320 meters per second, okay? We're gonna pull a loop-de-loop. Here, just bank it hard, and it just throws you right over, and boom, we're on the level in the other direction. I love it. I love the way the drag works in the 1.0. I just can't believe all of the things that they've given us in 1.0. This is amazing. Female Kerbals, we've got re-entry heat and things blow up and explode off your craft, inline parts storage, the new gear for the planes, new bigger plane parts, drilling, hello, Roninpawn, you're missing one of the biggest things, resource harvesting, refueling at asteroids and on planetary bodies. You know what we have to do today, ladies and gentlemen? You know what we're going to do today? What's the special here on the menu with the Roninpawn on KSPTV today is, it is... Update, Roninpawn will be landing on Minmus and drilling ore from it later today. Stay tuned. News at 11. Okay, get back into KSP before you crash, Val. She's lived so far. I'm actually surprised, Val. You have very long lifelines in your hands because your brothers in arms there, Bill, Jeb, Bob, they don't tend to last this long in a KSP TV live stream with Roninpawn. Let's drill Roninpawn, says Kenneth1. Sounds like a good idea. I think I'm in for that. Hey, Harvester, great job on the smoke deflection at the launch pad. Yes! Is that not beautiful? And the smoke deflection on just any surface. When you land a craft in water or something like that, it's just beautiful. The way there's like a spray and there's a kick out of... Oh my god, we just have to look at it all, and we're not going to get to, because there's just too much of it! Vale, could you take a look at the heating system up here? Oh, you're dead. Okay, well, that was, it was bound to happen sooner or later. I don't feel that I can just let her be dead, though. Let's revert to the spaceplane hangar just so that she never died. And then, let's go to Minmus. Let's drill Minmus. Yes! So, get out of here, Val. Never happened. Never happened, Val. You have never ever died on KSP TV. Not while the Roninpawn was in charge. I never saw it. Beck103X in chat, he's never seen it. Alpha Dog 55555, who's saying RIP in chat, he's never seen it either. None of those people. Andre KSP, fall. Let's all take a sip of our beverage together. Ready? Everyone in 3, 2, and... You've got to drink something. Keep your larynx nice and moist. Or is it larynx? It's something it's in the throatal area. Now, we're going to need to build some craft in order to do that, and that's going to be like a big job. I mean, building like multiple craft to get to Minmus that are going to be able to carry up all the drilling stuff, that's just going to be huge. It's going to take us too long, honestly. So why don't we just take this craft that I've already built? And that is going to be featured in my pre-release video later today or tomorrow, whenever the hell I get to actually upload that, on youtube.com/Roninpawn. Subscribe to me today. I am the Roninpawn, and so forth. See that logo? Just look for that. Little R, little P, little reverse P that some people tell me looks like a Q. It's kind of Japanese in style. Roninpawn, you know? I'm a samurai without a retainer anymore. They kicked me out of the monastery, and now, yeah. I play KSP. So yeah, hey, fairings. We've already looked. Everybody, you know, unless you're just joining us, everybody's seen the fairings. We don't have to cover the awesomeness of the eggshell procedural fairings like this. Oh my god. Yes, this is a craft that I built specifically just for the purpose of putting a probe in orbit of Minmus. This is Project Sneaksy Peek. Sneaksy Peek Mark III. We went through 3 of these, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me for just a moment. Burping on KSPTV. Follow me today on Twitter. Give me your money at patreon.com/Roninpawn for more burping on KSPTV. What are you saying, Casper? Ronin, pawn, Ronin, Roninpawn, pawning Ronin, exclamation point, Ronin. What are you guys trying to access my account? Are you stealing my credit card information in chat? What's with the Mark I inline cockpit? Who? What? What are we talking about? You guys are confusing my brain. Listen, I've been up for a very long time. I said I've been up for so long. You can't listen. Certain portions of my cerebral cortex have shut down in order to keep the mouth bit moving. Okay, so I may not be able to actually know what I'm saying or talking about or explain anything to you, but the mouth keeps moving, so just stay with us today. So who are we sending up? Out of all the Kerbals that we could possibly send up in this probe that has no room in the craft for anyone to send up, who should we send up? Which Kerbal should we, I told you my brain wasn't working. Put this out on the pad and let's go. Let us go to Minmus, ladies and gentlemen. I am still here, says NickVR628. You guys got a lot of numbers at the end. Canis 1981, Canis! I'm not going to tell you anything about, that's the year that I was born. 1981. Yeah, I'm a very old, I mean, listen to me. Just listen to that voice. Smooth, sultry. Clean burning. Efficient. Let's get some monopropellant up. I don't exactly recall how to fly this ship. It's been almost, several hours since I was recording the videos for YouTube. So maybe I probably put on the SAS, probably throttle to 2/3. No, I think actually this one goes up at half. Houston, could we get a countdown? Yeah, Pawn. In 3, 2, 1. And we're up and away in the Sneaksy Peek. Thank you, Houston. Safe travels, Pawn. Yeah, it's better when I have, like, the effect for you. Otherwise, you kind of sound like me I need, like, a calm to in the background that helps you not notice that, oh, that's just Pawn. It's just Pawn, really. Just doing, like, a slightly Americanish thing. People, this is a family-friendly channel. Let's keep it that way, please. This Casper VLD and I agree wholeheartedly. And let's also drop these SRBs because they are useless, and I hated them. I never liked those SRBs. You are ugly SRBs, okay? You are an ugly SRB. That's all I'm saying. Sorry, Casper. We were just talking about keeping it. Okay, I'm already going too fast. Trying to keep under that 220 meter per second mark below the 10 kilometer thing. However, in the 1.0, thanks to the new drag system and how unforgiving it tends to be, you want to sort of maybe not do your usual sort of 10-kilometer turnover thing. Yeah, no, we're going to have to go to the other side. Don't worry, this is all part of the show. This is how I fly this ship. Come on. Give me just a little bit of up. A little bit of ability, being able to point back in the upward direction would be lovely. Just a little goes a long way there. Okay, this is a failed mission. Let's not spend any more time on that. Yes! What I was doing there was I was demonstrating the drag system and how you're going to have to change the way you fly a little bit in the 1.0. There's no just heading straight up and banking over at 10 kilometers. I mean, in some craft you will get away with it, but is what I'm going to say to that. I'm going to say because the drag will just grab you and throw you over if you get too far away from your prograde in the low atmosphere. So it's good to start your turnover first off just to get off the pad, of course. We want to get off the pad. Look at that. Look at the tornado that we're leaving behind, the vortex, the whirlwind. The people just are they're choking in that area. Bill, I left him out there doing janitorial work. Bill, get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, Christ, we gotta destage. We gotta restage. Sorry, Casper. Come on, up, throttle, 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 throttle. Now we're going too slow. Okay, but at least we aren't pushing through 220 meters per second already before we get there. Yeah, I'm going to recommend that you kind of bank over in, you know, little spurts here, little bursts. You should probably be down to 60 by the time you hit 10 kilometers, but you don't want to just go to 10 kilometers and yank it over, because what happened to me will happen to you. Is gravity turn working properly, says Meridian Kill. I don't know. What do you ask me for? Roninpawn here. I'm all of the words I can't say because we're on KSPTV. I'm a fool. Do not ask me to explain things, for I have no answers except for all the important ones that nobody ever tends to bother with asking. Okay, no. Okay. Yeah, it's unforgiving, did I say? Okay, give me a little bit. No, you're going back the other way. It's unforgiving. Also, this is just kind of a poorly designed craft, so don't blame KSP. This is just, it's a weirdly shaped, wobbly sort of a SAS turn-off. I don't need you, SAS. You're just bothering me now. Don't worry, I think we can make it. We can make it on this run. Maybe. No, stop it, SAS. Oh my god, I made a really long, top-heavy, strange, crazy purple thing. There we go. No. Quit wobbly. There we go. 17 kilometers and going up, open throttle all the way, banking down to 20 kilometers. Yeah, it would help if I hadn't made this so long and decided that I wanted that little probe, you know, locked in there like some kind of little desk toy that you have in an office building or something like that. But that's how I wanted it, so that's what we're dealing with here today. You need fins and boosters, says Dimitri. That's, yeah, I like to say that. That sounds right. Okay, yes. Fins would be helpful, and in fact, on the ship that we will be taking to drill to Minmus, I do have fins for just this purpose. I kind of wanted this one to not have... Okay, what happened there? Oh, okay. A little bit of too much wobble has caused the probe to cease to exist. That has never happened in any of my test flights. Wow, 4 struts that broke the probe. There's the SAS torque this is new and curious happenings to me. So we have no control over this ship now. However, I just want to point out we did make it to space, okay? We did make it to space, so we're getting somewhere, slowly but surely. Revert this flight back to the launch pad. I have taken this thing up at least 3 or 4 times. At least 3 or 4 times. Need to lock the gimbals. That's probably not a bad idea. Maybe if I took the gimbaling off, okay, gimbal locked. Just for you though, because I need the SAS. It's very, like, it's heavy in here, so I need the SAS, you know? But maybe we could do it without gimbals on there. What else were you guys saying that I need to do in order to improve the craft? GG Pawn is everybody's saying. GG Pawn, says WWE Deadman. You're not flying with me today. You're not a Deadman. I'm just going to throttle it up and take her back off. SAS, because you've been doing us so much fun, so much good so far, SAS. We're going straight up and immediately bank over in order to not destroy the launch pad. Just as a general practice. I mean, we are here in sandbox mode, but eventually I will be in career mode, and it'd be a good idea to not be blowing up my launch pad in that circumstance. What's going on in chat? You squished your probe like a grape in a vice, says Molandy. Your words are prose, like a grape in a vice. That's simile, is what that is. I learned that in schools. There you go, we're done with that stage, and why are you banking to that direction? Give me back the thing. Give me back the gimbal. Why did you guys tell me not to have the gimbal? The gimbal was helping me. It actually was. Okay, one more time, ladies and gentlemen, and then we'll take it back to vehicle assembly when it doesn't work this time. Jeez, I don't know. I swear, you know, you're going to see in the video, I have taken this craft to orbit and all the way to Minmus at least once. At least once. I never had this much trouble. It's KSP 1.0. You know what it is? I was playing on an earlier experimental. They might have tweaked some things. They might have made it more realistic, and, you know, I'm not the sort of fellow who you hand things that are realistic. You hand me things that are silly and goofy and, you know, cartoonish. I can deal with those. Those things, I'm all over them. I know this rocket tumble all too well from far. Caffeine Rage says, yes, it's a familiar rolling of atmosphere saying, yeah, you might want to redesign that ship. Just thinking out loud here, but maybe that's a really bad idea. Okay, let's pay attention this time. Solid fuel is getting down in 3, 2, 1, go. We're done with the solid fuel, and let's throttle up in order to maintain the speed. Don't want to be scrubbing the speed that we've already gained. Keep more or less on your prograde, Roninpawn. Just follow the prograde down to 60 degrees on the bubble as it falls. We'll give that a try. Maybe that's our problem here today. Or, okay, how about using fine controls, Roninpawn? Oh, yeah, fine controls are just sort of like sticky controls in this ship. It just means you have to hold down a lot longer. Yeah, no. See, fine controls are they're gonna work against me in the long run. Okay, we've made some of our turnover. I'm not unhappy with this. I'm unhappy with this. I am unhappy with this. Stop it! Stop! We just need to get some invis today, and it won't even turn back over. You know, that's the thing, is it's just really rude of it to not turn back over. You know, you're supposed to spin all the way around. Yeah, okay, let's put some fins on. You guys were saying fins might help this craft in the new version of the experimental. You know, I'm guessing it got more realistic from experimental 800 and whatever to 800 and whatever and 1. So let's just throw some wings on here. We don't even really need. Should we have winglets? Should we have things that actually have, you know, control surfaces design on them as well, or should we just have some wings just to stabilize it? Because I could get behind either of those ideas. I get behind just having a couple of delta wings, big old delta wings off the side like that, or ooh, the winglets. The winglets are nice. What do you think? Just down here, a couple of winglets. Those are way too small for a craft this large. What else have we got? Let's put on the giant, yeah, those will help. That looks good. That's what it's been lacking, is giant aeroplane main wings. Huh? Right? Those will do. Those will do. Says technical foot, although you didn't see what I had actually put on there yet. What about the small delta wing? It's too small. I don't like that. Standard canard? Standard canard. Hey. Here we go. That looks kind of nice-ish. Kind of nice-ish. 3 winglets. Control surfaces. You're voting. The Truffle is voting for control surfaces on the winglets. Okay, I'm going to listen to you, to Truffle, because that's, you know, I can only look over to chat so often. Truffle says control surfaces. Well, let's have the Delta Deluxe winglet then, because I like that one. It seems to make more sense on a rocket. And I really only need, you know, I don't need to be able to control this way and that way. I just need, you know, to bank myself up and down. Maybe I need some up top, though, is the thing, because, you know, I'm having a lot of wobble problems. So if I could control from both the top and the bottom, I haven't really had this issue before. You know, it's a whole brand new day. It's a, what is it? It's a, this appeared as a moral dilemma, because at first it was weird, though I swore to eliminate the worst of the plague that devoured humanity. It's true, I was vague on the how, so can it be that you have shown me the light? It's a brand new day, yeah, the sun is high, all the birds are singing, 'cause you're gonna die. Thank you. Thank you. Roninpawn. YouTube.com/Roninpawn. Subscribe today. Should I have wings up and down, ladies and gentlemen? Struts. You want struts not at the top, says excuse the Latin. Okay, I'm gonna blame you then. I'm taking them off and I'm gonna blame you guys. This just in, I have a lot of wobble problems. Quote Roninpawn live on KSPTV. More at 11. Sammy13 in chat. Not at the top. Check center of lift. Oh, what? You want them near the center of lift? Okay. Oh my god, look! I'm brilliant! I'm brilliant! That's the center of thrust. Center of lift. Yeah, that's less brilliant, isn't it? To have it right at the bottom. Right at the bottom. Should I bring them up? It doesn't change. What are you telling me center of lift for? You guys, I told you, parts of my brain not function more to at left with on words go. Do you know the Villabouts of the Ware and Kelly is what I'm asking you today, okay? I'm just going to leave those there and we're going to launch this thing. Because I think it's good. 4 times fins only at the bottom, says Kira Win. Okay, we will try this stupid design made by my brain today. And then we'll do someone else's design that is less stupid. Created from a brain that has had some sleep in the last 96 hours. I'm just going to keep doubling that number until it gets really impressive. I haven't slept in 52 hours. I haven't slept in 127. I haven't slept since Christmas Eve 1977. Launch! Okay, here we go. How's that working? Get this direction, okay, immediately, just a little bit. Maybe we'll just go kind of straightish, upish for a bit. We'll start our turnover maybe at 5 kilometers. I don't know. We just end up with way too much wobble, is what I'm seeing. in these parts these days, you know. OMG, plus only 2 fins on. Well, I put the 2 fins on because we're really only going east and westward. So, it's, you know, why have more fins? Hey, you guys kind of exploded down there, didn't you? Look out below, Bill. Are you done with the janitor work yet? No, Pawn! Yeah. 131 meters per second at 3.5 kilometers, and there's that big, angry, jerky wobble. I said we were going to wait till 5 kilometers to start moving, and I did exactly the opposite. Casper VLD says, please speak in English, Lord Darkblood. And, what saith Casper, so saith the Roninpawn today. Ooh, we've got the wizard in chat. What I am seeing is a very newbie player and then cries. Please speak in English, wizard. We didn't understand you, okay? Okay, we're getting up to our 10-kilometer deal, and here we go, and there's the wobble and the braking of the ship. Beautiful. Okay, and I'm down to 60. I'm down to 60, and these two seem to be helping. I'm just gonna hold my, I'm gonna hold my program, I'm gonna hold my inclination right here for a bit, and see if we can't get a little bit up out of this low atmosphere before we start making these turns. I've just created a very wobbly ship is all, and it's because I tend to build ships that I like to look at before I build ships that I like to fly. I'm sorry. It's just me. It's how I do. It's how I am. How I be. Use SAS with prograde. Yeah, me too. Okay, we're getting down to the 20 mark, so let's just sort of ease her down a little bit. Maybe I'll take SAS off while I make these maneuvers so we don't get so much of that kick. Okay, I'm liking some of that. There we go. Stop. Right there. Hold that. Okay, at 22 kilometers, we are now down to the 45-degree angle on the bubble, and we're getting farther than we ever had with just the 2 fins. Everybody who said, you silly man, Roninpawn, you shouldn't be doing that. What, yeah? Oh, yeah? Well, now you're probably right. I'm throttling all the way up now and pushing for space. So let's get SpaceX launch you up. Have you guys seen that video? I can't get that song out of my head. Like, I was fine with that song until they did the SpaceX launch you up video. Okay, that song never got stuck in my head, but now all day, all my SpaceX launch you up. SpaceX launch you up. I can't. Help me. Help you. Oh, we made space. Well, I wasn't looking. Good, 75 kilometers. Look, see? 2 fins. 2 fins. All you need. I'm being frugal with our parts count. That's all I'm doing today. And why don't we use the new Warp 2 here button, which you can use for physics warp as well. My experience has been it maxes out at 3 times physics warp. It's not going to take you to where it's going to break you, apparently, which is slower than I would usually do it. But it's nice because you can, you can have a nice little, you can just sort of look down at Kerbin and wave hello to all the people. Hello, Val. Hello. Don't worry, you'll be flying to Minmus soon. We just need to put a what is this again? A orbital surface scanner up there first before you, and then we'll get you up there, and you can do some good work for us. Okay, coming up on the Apoaps in 3, 2, open that throttle and start wobbling a lot. Okay, kill the SAS just for a moment in order to mitigate the wobble. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of wobble. That's a lot of wobble. There we go. That's a good app. I'm just going to throttle down a little bit because it's easier to throttle down than to make this ship go without wobble. Good Lord with the wobble. Okay, yeah, bank down a little bit more, because it's pulling away from us. That Apoaps is pulling away. Yeah, it's pulling away a lot. Okay, throttle down. Maybe we can get it to, no. Okay, where's the periaps? How's it, this is coming up going away from me very fast for there not to be a periaps on the, hey, and there we go. And we've made it. We've made it to orbit with liquid fuel 288 left, and we're going to Minmus? How do we get to Minmus to 288 liquid fuel? Have I not designed this ship properly? I swear it works. I just haven't really thought about it for a while. The only thing that doesn't work about it is doesn't really get you this is going to be in space forever is basically where I was going with that thought. And then my brain said, you need more coffee or to sleep. One of those two things need to happen. So we're on our way to Minmus, right? Where's Minmus? Where are we keeping Minmus these days? Is it in your closet or mine? There it is, Minmus. Set you as the target, and let's just do this good old-fashioned style. Head up to, okay, well, the descending node happens to be right here. Let's go ahead and add a maneuver. Let's do it the right way. Is this the proper direction to be dragging that? Yes, it is, I believe. So the ascending node, it starts to go wonky right there. I think I'm a little bit off of it. Need to drag it forward a bit. Where are we? Ascending node, 0.4. Come on, come on, come on. Where are you? Where are you? I don't have enough on it. What's the deal? I've gone past it. That's what it was. Okay, it's here, and I'm gonna miss the ascending node if I keep messing around. Oh, hello, hello. I think it's right there. Yeah, that's close enough. 0.1 on the ascending node. So then we click on our orangey dotty thing and click the warp to next maneuver, which we didn't really need to do because we're already there. Because it took me so long to make a simple maneuver. It's fine. Go to your maneuver node with a lot of wobble, please, apparently. No, there's not a lot of wobble this time. Okay, we're going to make our inclination adjustment, and then we'll be off to min-miss, ladies and gentlemen. Is this in 60 frames per second? I'm not too familiar with Twitch. No, this is very not 60 frames per second, although thank you for not noticing. You know, it's just that my video quality is limited significantly by the bandwidth available in my area. Things to talk about. So it's an estimated burn of 5 seconds. We will burn at between 2 and 3 seconds then. Sound like a good idea? Hi, Harvester. Great work on 1.0, says MGC Jerry, and we all think so as well. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, burn, 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 burn. And we totally screwed that up. Totally screwed that up. How close are we, though, with the, what's our nodes? 4 degrees off. 4 degrees off top to center. That is just horrible. Go to your anti-normal, please. If you could, that would help me out just a lot. And a good way to stop is just to cheat, enable time warp. Can't do that while the ship is under acceleration. Have you guys fixed it? Have you made it so I can't cheat anymore? Oh, come on. Actually add a maneuver. We could do this the right way, couldn't we? Because we've got the ascending node right there. Do I need to call up or down from here? I can't be bothered to actually look at the... Oh, I saw it flip. I saw it flip. Come on, where are you? You're in there. There you go. So how much do you want? Just hit it. There, oh, and I did it again. I went right past it. What's it look like now? What's it look like now? 0.2. Close enough. Close enough. Let's go up to our ascending node and actually go to Min. Where is Min-Miss? Where are you, Min-Miss? Oh, are you right there? Are you right there? Then we'd be burning late if we left now. Yeah, shoot. Tell you what, why don't you just go ahead and warp me to around here. Do we have enough electric charge for this to make a warp of the planet? We are in a probe here after all. We are in a probe here after all. You know what would be really smart, Roninpawn, since you are in a probe? Well, it's maybe if you had some kind of disabled the SAS before you make your probe core explode. Maybe if you had some kind of yeah, solar panels. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Having some solar panels deployed? Yes, and here we have our orbital surface scanner, which I can't quite, because of the way that the ship is right now, can't quite zoom in on it. But yes, we've got the survey scanner, orbital survey scanner, which is going to give us the basic information about Min-Miss just as soon as the Roninpawn gets off of his duff and gets us out there. So why don't you warp me around to the other side of the planet? Just take me around once, you know, spin me around. What's going on in chat? Wizard, we don't bake bacon, says Fox of Silver. In case you guys are new to the Roninpawn, what I like to do is I like to take individual sentences out of chat and read them completely out of context because it makes me happy. Do that ejecting again, says XSR71. Excessor? That's excessive. That is excessive. Those words are... Rotate the ship, says Marga H. Okay, we're coming back up on Min-Miss. We're just going to put it over the horizon. That's how I always go to Min-Miss. I just put it over the horizon, and then I leave for it. So you're going to need to find your prograde there, sir. SAS back on. SAS back on. Why did I not have control of my ship? SAS back on. Why is... We have electric charge, we have all the things. Am I still under some kind of time warp? I was. That's odd, because I told it to warp me. Was it still warping? It was in the process of warping me? Okay. No, I'm not blaming KSP for anything today. The update is absolutely brilliant. SAS on, we're on our prograde. Let's go to Min-Miss, everybody, with a lot of wobble, because that's how we do. That is how we do. Oh, we're out of fuel. I just heard the engines kick off. Let's go to the other stage. That's how you get to Min-Miss with just 80 liquid fuel left in the tank, is in a very small, very efficiently engined ship. Also, I believe I do have some RCS on this, so we can... Yes, we've got lots of monopropellant, so as long as we can get, you know, well into the depths of space where we can do some maneuvers with RCS and get some good returns for our investment thereof, then we will be just fine. There is no way that we're not putting this in polar orbit around Min-Miss today. Oh, I'm not going to talk about it until we get there. I'm not going to talk about how it works until we get there. Okay. Put on your prograde, you fool. You know, use SAS to do that. Min-miss, here we come. We're down to 20-some liquid fuel. 25 liquid fuel, more or less, in the tanks. Just pushing out ever so slowly now. Ever so slowly. In fact, as soon as we get indications of... There we go. Let's kill the engines. Let's go over to RCS. And what's our periaps? That's a lot of information right there. There's a lot of... Min-miss periaps of 400... Okay, we got rid of one of those periaps. That's a lot of information on there. Min-miss periaps of 300... There, okay, so it needs more. There, hey, 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 hey. This is getting good. This is getting good because we do need to have this in a polar. They say polar. Yes, a polar bear axis. I'm sorry, guys. I'm telling you, I'm usually better than this. I'm not. Ask the people in chat who follow me regularly. He's not. He's really not. I am rather tired though. Let's just bank it. I'm just making some SAS moves to see what I can do with my see what I can do for free here. Yes, lots of wobble. We're aware of the wobble. Okay, we could slam right into Min-miss. That's an idea. Anybody like that idea? I like that idea. I think that's a good idea. RCS back on and just find push past or pull back. Pull back or push past. Pushing past gives us the kind of... Yeah, that gives us something I like right there. We're going to go with that. And we're going to warp straight up to it using the auto warp feature. I'm going to actually warp right over the top of my sphere of influence change because you don't have to worry about it. You do not have to worry about it with the auto warp. There it is. It will actually slow you down when you get near your influence change. So yeah, it'll go down to something like 10x warp to try and keep your periaps from being adjusted that much. So right now we've got a 24.4 kilometer periaps, and we're just letting the auto warp take us right over our sphere of influence, and let's see how it does with not messing up our periaps. 23. Okay, so and that's been my experience, generally speaking, is that as long as you don't need to be like within 1 kilometer, perfect kind of periaps, then you're fine to just go ahead and auto warp right over an influence change like that. So what are we doing now, Roninpawn? I don't know. I'm very tired. You know what? Let's all have a sip of our beverages, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the funnest things that we can do today here on KSPTV with the Roninpawn. So grab your beverage. We're all going to drink together. Ready, everyone? Raise a glass in 3, 2, 1. Ah, yummy. Change inclination. Yes, that is a good idea. Thank you. Who said that? Who said change inclination? Fur trouble. Foot trouble. Foot rub. L. Yes, we should change our inclination. How do you do that? How do you how with the making of the with the doing and the makings of? Which one of these do I go to? You guys were saying earlier. This is a total noob player. Yeah. That's what I do. I makes with the laughs. I don't makes with the thinking. I pay men to do that for me. Actually, I just ask you guys in chat. You let me know. So we'll use the RCS and let's see. So if this is what am I on? Give me stability assist. What I want to do then is kind of burn toward the planet, but on the south, which I believe is where there's the north. So toward the planet and on the south. Could do something beneficial for me. I'm just kind of guessing now. I'm going to look in chat. My normal or my anti-normal? Okay, let's try the anti-normal because I'm kind of an anti-normal kind. I'm definitely not normal. You've been listening to me long enough on the KSP TV today to know that I'm definitely not normal. Okay, so we're burning. No, that's the wrong one. So we'll use it in reverse. Thank you, RCS. So the periaps is coming. It's staying more or less in the place that it is, and we're getting a nice polar sort of encounter with Min-miss. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. You guys are good. You guys, I need you guys playing KSP with me all the time. When I'm recording for YouTube, I need, like, all of chat in the room with me so that you guys can just... No, Pawn, don't do that. Do the other one. No, not that. Yeah, that one. No, what are you doing? No, it exploded. Something like that. Okay, we've got a good thing going there. I like it. Let's go up to our periaps and actually circularize this thing. I'm not sure that's at the periaps. I don't want to go past it. So, about there, warp us up. I just can't be bothered now. I'm lazy. KSP has made me lazy. Now that I've got a button that I can just click and say, yeah, go there. There's no way that I'm ever going to play with period and comma again. I mean, it's just so plebeian, you know? It's beneath me, you know? I'm the Roninpawn over here. I don't, press keys. I click once, and it does everything for me. Or at least that's how it should work, you know? All of life, generally. I do. I love it. I love it. I am going to be using this a lot, the auto warp. Okay, so let's go to our thing. What thing? Hey. There you go. Go to our retrograde and burn off some of this. We do have some liquid fuel left, correct? How close are we to the periapse? On it right now. Okay, it's fine. We're going nice and slow out here at Minmus. And bink. There you go. So we've got a 30-some kilometer. Shall we make this nice? Let's make this a nice wrap round of Minmus. So, let's go to the, first, give me stability assist instead of whatever it is that you want to give me. And let's go, burn on the sky right here and see if we can't get the periapse just to lift. Oh no, I'm doing it wrong, so let's burn toward the ground then. There you go, apoapse and periapse spinning around, and we've got a 34 and a 33, and the 33 is going down. That's fine, we're within like 700 meters of each other. That is perfect, according to the Roninpawn. It's completely and totally perfect. So now we're here. Now what do we do, Roninpawn? What do you do with the craft when you're finally here at Minmus? Well, first, my thing is that I like to point it at the planet, so I don't know which one that is. Which one's going to point me at the planet? Don't use up your RCS. That's not the one. Go to your anti-radial. Yes, point me at the planet. We're on the dark side, kind of. There we go. That's nice. That's lovely. And then what I like to do, generally speaking, when I get to this stage, I like to hit the 2. Mwahaha, the Roninpawn. This just in, broadcasting live from Minmus, here on KSPTV. More news at 11. Sports after. Yes, we've got the thing. We're in orbit of Minmus. I might be at the wrong height. I'm not sure how this works. Let's check our orbital survey. So we're going to ask it to perform the orbital survey, which it's going to do, and then I think it's going to automatically... I never dropped that fuel state. You know what? You can just be yeah, you can just hang out here in orbit of Minmus forever, because you're in my way. You're making my craft look stupid, okay? It's not me making my craft look stupid, it's you making my craft look stupid. I like that to be open, so I bound it to a key, because isn't that pretty? Isn't that lovely? I love lighting things up. So we've done the orbital scan now, and it's telling us that there's about a 3.72% average of the ore on Minmus here. We do have, of course, the overlay, but the best way to do that is to go to map mode, okay, select the body, which apparently I've already done that, select the body, and then go over here and make sure that you've got ore selected in case there's any other resources. Select your ore, and then there you go. We've got a planetary scan. This is showing us where all the ore is. Now, first off, you're going to want to change the color, because nobody likes that color. Green is the color for us. Also, dots. Dots are definitely the preferred shape for the Roninpawn. So get yourself some green dots, and then what you can do is you can raise your cutoff, okay, in order to get it to tell you just where the highest levels of ore are on Minmus. And ooh, up to 70%. So these are the highest areas, on Minmus where you're going to find the most ore for drilling. So now you could, decide where you want to actually put down on Minmus and bring some more equipment out here to get a better idea, because this is a very sort of a blurry scan. This is a planetary scan, so it's not going to be very accurate, but it gives you a good idea where everything is. If you want to be accurate, you're going to need other toys. You're going to need other toys. Do we have some other toys, Roninpawn? I think we do. I think we do. Oh, the banner's in the way. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Can I edit that out of the way? Frickin' KSPTV. Casper. I'm telling you, Casper. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, so yeah, cut off. Right here. Boom, 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 boom. Increase it to things, words that I said before. Brain not working today. Know what I'm saying? Right. Cool. KSPTV. Yeah. You could be down there for a minute. We'll just play with that forever now. What can we do with the new resources? Says unknown 0059. You can manufacture on a planet or from an asteroid. You can make your own monopropellant. You can make your own liquid fuel for planes. You can make your own liquid fuel and oxidized mixture. and then you can go places. I mean, imagine taking like a really large ship, like a really large drilling, harvesting kind of a ship, out here to maybe the moon or to Minmus. Minmus would be the easiest to land on in terms of Delta V. Landing on Minmus, and then just spending a while just popping around and drilling until you refilled entirely this really large ship, and then all of a sudden you've got this huge ship full of fuel already at the edge of the planetary system. And on an incredibly, low gravity body. I mean, it could be like a hop to Elu, basically. Being able to get to Minmus, refuel. I think you're a hop and a skip away from Elu. You know what would be cool? You know what would be really cool? Is if we could do that today. Right here, right now on KSPTV. Let's go back to the Space Center because we do now have that bit in orbit. So now, we need to take out our giant ship. I'm literally rubbing my hands together right now, like an Yvonne cackling. We're going to take a giant ship out there and drill. So back into the BAB, and we'll take a look at the special secret ultra project known as Project Sippy Straw. Project Sippy Straw. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I pay people just to name things for me, and I'm a big fan, excuse me, I'm a big fan of my own ship design here. Again, I make things that are wobbly, but I don't care because I like the way they look. So as you can see down here, I've got 2 drills attached, which I've just thrown them on there for the weight, just to balance it out. Down here, we have the narrowband scanner. Now, we've just put an orbital scanner in orbit around Minmus. This one is sort of you can treat it like a low orbit scanner, and it will show you a specific, like a pipe right underneath where you happen to be, straight down to the surface. It's going to show you what resources are down there, or at least a good idea of what resources are right underneath your ship. You can use it from low orbit. You can use it while you're trying to land, while you're trying to figure out exactly where you're going to place down. You can put it on a rover and drive around with, maybe a drill on the back of it. This is the one that helps you sort of figure out where you're going to actually drill. And then this, ladies and gentlemen, this bit, which I forget the name of, so let's go over to the science. This is the surface scanning module. This bit is going to, once you're landed, you run a scan with that, and that's going to tell you the real deal. I believe is the way it works. It tells you what's actually below you, because even with the fine or the narrowband scanner, it's giving you kind of a fuzzy idea. It's telling you more or less this is what's going on. Once you get a what is it called again? Surface scanning module down on the ground and run it. I believe it gives you all the information in absolute detail about the place that you happen to be on. Correct me if I'm wrong in chat, because I may entirely be wrong. What's going on in chat? Ronin equals trolls you all. Haha, war chant 59. See, I told you, I take things out of, take things completely out of context and just throw them out there. This will make Eve's mission a lot easier. Oh my god, you're right. You're right, the abridged hero. Going to Eve is going to be a thing now. Because you could actually land something on Eve, refuel on Eve. We assume that there's ore down there. We'll have to explore to find out. And take off. Oh my god, I hadn't even thought of that. The abridged hero, you should just take over the Roninpawn YouTube channel. YouTube.com/Roninpawn. Do you want it? I'll hand you the keys, because I'm kind of rubbish. Really am. Crap. Total crap. Okay, so have we spent enough time staring at it, Roninpawn? No, let's do this for a little bit longer. Who's in here? Shall we take 2? Let's take Bob and let's take Valentina, because they seem to get along rather well. Actually, just the opposite. If you watch the video, my pre-release video, which will be out at some point before tomorrow, or tomorrow by the latest. Oh, I've been up for so long working on that thing, and now we're streaming. Okay, everybody's in the pod. I'm just going to trust that I designed that craft right when I did design it, because I don't know. I don't know. I'm lost, everybody. Who's putting images of Dr. Pepper into chat? Is that what that is? Pixel? Pixel, are you putting images of Dr. Pepper in? Ooh, shall we launch it? Shall we launch at night? Oh, you know what we ought to do? Let's get a nice camera view for this. I think I'm going to need at least 2/3 throttle in this. I think that's how that works in this one. You know what? Let's go up here, and let's do like this, and like that. Huh? What do you think? In 3, 2, 1. And we're up and away with the Project Sippy Straw Mark 1. Wow. I think I need more throttle. You know what? Throttle all the way up, Roninpawn, because that was a very slow ascent. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, have to actually pay a little bit of attention to what I'm doing now. I promise you this one's not as wobbly. Also, you should not believe anything that I ever promise you. I am the Roninpawn. Those who know me will tell you I am a liar. And that stage of solid fuel boosters is gone. Goodbye, solid fuel boosters. Don't destroy my launch pad. Oh, it's sandbox mode. Do whatever you feel like doing. I don't care. Awesome. I'll still use most of my mods and add a few extra features, says Tech Nibbler. See, told you. Take it right out of the thing. Smoke! Smoke, says Lost Oblivion 88. Yes, the smoke, and there's surface deflection of the smoke now. In it brilliant. In it brilliant. We're going a little bit too fast. 240 meters per second. We're just breaking 6 kilometers now. Oh, hello. What's going on above us? What's going on below? What's going on this channel at all? Because we decided to launch in the middle of the night, did you? Good idea, Roninpawn. You're KSPTVing and you're going to launch ships in the middle of the night. Surely there's an angle at which I can show you guys the ship while it's going up. It's like I can get maybe a profile or oh, I was looking for the profile and not paying attention to my anything. There we go. We're fine. We're fine. Lots of extra fuel, and there's actually not any extra fuel in this ship. You know what? This is a bad one anyway. Let's revert to launch and let's get it around to a time of day where we can actually see the ship going up. Roninpawn, you big stupid fool. Smoke will dissolve steel beams, says Mick 1.0, or Mick 10, or Mickalo. Micklo? So I'll have a drink, everyone. Join me. Okay, warping to a time of day. You know what? What did I say about pressing period and comma? That is for the lower class people. We do not do that, okay? We do not press comma and period in order to time warp anymore. KSP. Not the Royals, not you and I. What we do is we come out to the Space Center and we click this button down here. Warp to next morning. It's just, there's so many like little things, so many little polishes, so many little touches that have been put onto the 1.0 that are just so brilliant, you know. You've got the images that come up when you go to load a craft. It actually shows you what the craft looks like. Just, it's the little things that really are like a surprise. Everywhere you look in 1.0, you just sort of stumble into something else that makes you go, oh my god, they did that too? I'm fanboying again. I'm sorry. Okay, SAS on. What did we say? Throttle all the way up because it's a very heavy craft, and then immediately do the opposite of what you just said because it seems like we shouldn't throttle all the way up. We were going too fast, remember? At 6 kilometers before? So let's do 7/8 throttle. That's about what that is. Are we all set to go? Valentina, you're good? You're all... This is nice? You're all set here? What about you? Bill? Bill, can you see Val? You just keep an eye on her, okay? You just... Oh, she had to sneeze. The IVA is nice. That's interesting that they've got those little extra animations. I don't think I've spent enough time on IVAs to have noticed that. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go! And we're up and away at 3 meters per second. Burning an awful lot of solid fuel in order to manifest 3 meters per second, but I think we're doing well. Yes, the way the smoke kicks off. It's just brilliant. The whole thing is brilliant. We are all still fanboying the gaming scientists. You're right. You're right. Wait until Monday, too. Oh my goodness gracious. Me, oh my. All those words. Wait until Monday. Goodbye, SRBs. Thank you for taking us to 1,200 meters and 85 meters per second. You will be remembered. Your family will be notified of your explosion. Okay, I'm going to bank us down in a smart way. I don't really know how to do things in a smart way, but I'm going to bank this down in a way that I have seen smart people do before me. That's the problem with making YouTube videos for experimentals and things like that, having advanced access to these things. There aren't any smart people before you who you can go and say, oh, well, Scott, how does it work? You just have to figure it out yourself. Makes it very hard to make videos showing off all these features when, you know... You're the one who has to either figure it out. Oh, okay, full throttle. It's pitching back on me. Why did you do that? Why would you do that? That is a foolish thing to do. Okay, I'm gonna just hope that this works. I'm going to hope that this works. I kick this back up, and I'm going to burn, and there we go. Give me just enough to pull back up to the end. I'm pulling my prograde way down the bowl. I'm going to keep going with this. I'm going to keep going with this one because it seems to be going just perfect and fine by all standards and all measures. And I told you. I told you. I don't know. I still haven't figured out the method for flying the kind of wonky, weird craft that I look. I've already got the two winglets. Although those don't have any control surfaces on them, so maybe we should replace them for ones that have control surfaces. Also, aren't these nice like legs? Look at that. It actually does. It looks like legs and pants. I never even noticed that before. That's cool. Okay, we need to replace the surface things. Resume flight. Revert flight. Why can I not revert the flight? I just want to revert the flight. What did I do that made me not revertible? Maybe we just need to kill it first. Maybe we need to. Everything needs to die. Okay, well then let's press all the buttons. There, we've opened something, and then we've put on the lights, and now we've pressed another button and hit all of the things. Goodbye stages. Goodbye stages. Oh, we've got drogues. I didn't remember putting those. Oh, and pop those open too. These are your fuel canisters, by the way. Oh, jettison tank contents. There's nothing in there. Yeah, can I revert? No. Am I not gonna be able to? Well, it doesn't matter. We can go back to the Space Center. Last save was 3 minutes and 20 seconds ago, which was before we did anything. More struts and control surfaces at the bottom, says Macchens. Okay. I'm with you. I am with you, totes. Project Sippy Straw, recover you. We need to make a couple of changes. Bob, Valentina, don't worry. That never happened. Also, just head into the coffee break room while we do some tinkering on this already 90-part count ship that I made. I just like... I like what I like. I like the look of things, you know? Function comes after form for me. More struts, huh? More struts. I'm fine with all of the SRBs. That is more than enough struts for the SRBs. These two are going to hold each other together. I will do you this good. I will put one strut connection a little bit higher. I'll put it up here between these two. If that's center, I'm hoping that's center, then this should be center. There we go. That's wonky and will make my brain explode. Remember back in the old days at KSP where you would have to just keep placing and placing and placing to try and get that exactly the way you wanted it? How did we live? Oh shoot! Oh shoot! I was just about to. I was being cheeky, and the universe said, "No, you're not being cheeky today, Roninpawn. Not on me." Okay, bring it down here, bink, and that's straight across. I was gonna use offset, but apparently I didn't press it, cause I'm grand. So that's the only strut that I feel I need. I suppose I could put some struts up here. Okay, we'll link the SAS module to the cones down here. I mean, why not? Why not? Seems like to the parachutes. On both sides would be a good idea, Roninpawn. On both sides. Can I get this on the inside of the nose? Because I don't really like that penetrate. You know what? Come down right in the middle of the nose then. If that's how you're going to do it, penetrate right into the middle of the nose, I can deal with that. And we're going to rip these off and replace them with control surface versions. So, which do we want? What am I looking for? I'm looking for... These are really do a lot, right? Somebody? Anybody agree with that? There you go. Okay, they're near the... Do you want some on the lower stage, too? On the SRBs? Hey, anybody? Anybody? No? Yeah. No. I guess we could have some on the sides for this one, too. Wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt, would it? Should I have them all in this generally the same vicinity, then? Probably be a good idea. Flip that over, and like so. That's nice. That's nice. It's probably at about the center of mass for the craft. After we ditch the... Where is the center of mass for the... Don't guess. Yes, that's right next to the center of mass for the craft. Perfect. It's just... Yeah, it's on there. What's that? Wait a second. What's that? State normal, deploy normal. What is this? What is this, ladies and gentlemen? Is there a deployment for... What? Deploy? Inverted. Inverted, so you can invert the controls? Is that what we're looking at? State, normal. State, deployed. Deployment inverted. Ah, I get it. I get it. Okay, see? I told you, there's around every quarter there's something new in the 1.0. And it's the little things. It's all those little things. Are we okay with the Sippy Straw Mark II now? Can we fly it? You need fins at the bottom of the orange tanks. Okay. Fine. fine. Oh, actually, they will fit in just nicely there. That's why I was like, oh, they're not going to fit anywhere. Yeah, they will. They'll fit right in there. I have some fins like that. And how about on the insides, too? Why not? Not going to hurt anybody to have some on the inside. Is it? It could? Could it hurt them? It might hurt them. It will probably hurt them, to be honest with you, Roninpawn. Okay, I think that's a lot of controls. No, we are not okay, says Fur Trouble. No, more fins at the bottom, says Michael the Robot. More fins? Seriously? More fins? Remove the ones in the middle, says Exasperate. Okay, I'm following chat. You guys are just, whatever you tell me to do. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't know what I did to anger you, but leave me be. Sorry. I apologize for whatever it was. Save the craft and launch it, okay? Rotate it 90 degrees. More fins at the bottom. Go for launch. Yes, okay, I'm agreeing with someone in chat, surely. Everybody's in disagreement for what we should do. That might have a prayer now, says Jebkerman. Jebkerman! Oh, it's a 3 for an E and a... you see, my brain, yeah. Took me a minute. Jethreeb-Kerman. Bill and Jebediah. Jebediah? Nope. No. We do not take Jebediah when we have Valentina. This is Val's day, Jeb. Sneaky, trying to sneak into the cockpit. This is Val's day, Jebediah. He's just so full of himself, Jebediah is. He won't leave anybody alone to do what they're going to do. We need to get to Minmus. I'm just noticing that time has passed. I'm surprised to find that time is passing here in Kerbal Space Program. Okay, so we need to get there fast. Throttle it all the way up and just go. Okay, we will just push through we will push against the atmosphere unnecessarily and to no usefulness or good whatsoever. Okay, the KSPTV hiding the overlay. Thank you, Simon56 Modder. Let me just bank this over and then I will address that issue. There we go. Okay, banked it over just a little bit as we go up and destage the SRBs. And now, let's grab the KSPTV icon and move it up just a bit. There you go. Okay, thank you for keeping me informed of what I am doing wrong, because I need that. I need you guys to help me out. Why am I pitching so much downwards? There we go. So much to the north, rather. 4.5 kilometers at 200 meters per second. Yeah, we're going way too fast already. Whose idea was it to just throttle all the way up and go for it? It's probably Jeb. Jeb left notes for you guys in the pod, didn't he? Yeah, look around. Did it say throttle up at those tips? Don't trust Jeb. He's trying to sabotage your missions because he wants to run them all for himself. Goodbye, SRBs. Wow, those SRBs lasted to almost 10 kilometers. I think that's a good takeoff right there, and I think you're right when you say that this one has a prayer now thanks to the fins that we've put at the bottom. It feels very stable, it feels very nice, I'm liking it a lot. I'm going to hold here at about 60 degrees on the bubble as we ascend toward about 20 kilometers. Get the bubble up here in map mode too. And don't look at the Apple apps yet. It's a watch pod. It'll never boil. If you sit there watching the Apple apps, my God, it'll take forever. Roninpawn, terminal velocity is vastly higher than before. Is it? Says Technical Foot. Really? Well, what is it now? What's the? I mean, is the pressure against the atmosphere, has that changed? Is it wasteful to burn higher than 220 meters per second at anything below 10 kilometers was a rule of thumb to me before. It may have been wrong, may have been just a foolish Roninpawn like I usually am, but that's what I usually used to go by. Is that still true or no? Remember what you did on the Polar Expedition, says Late Lover 17? No, I've forgotten all of that. That never happened, and I am not sought by a number of electronic law enforcement agencies to this day because of that. So, no, never had any involvement in KBE2. Valentina might just be a bit too happy. She is actually. Wait until we set her down on Minmus. She is just very, very thrilled to be flying. As a good pilot would be. Actually, I think Jeb has sort of gotten himself a little bit gristled over the years. He's kind of the edge has come off of Jeb. He's seen too much, is what I think. Getting our Apple apps now up to 70 kilometers, and we did get a nice little kick out and around the planet as well, That actually worked. Thank you, chat, for the help with the fins. I'm going to keep that in mind from now on. How many fins did we put on? We only had 4 fins at the bottom. And it was right at the bottom. That was good. That helped to stabilize my incredibly unstable, wonky craft. And since I like to design unstable, wonky craft, I will keep that in mind. Warp here. I'm pretty sure Valentina is just like Jeb, says unknown 0059. I have actually observed that Valentina has, like, a happier animation in general. She is just a happier person than Jeb is. I mean, Jeb is pretty thrilled about just every little thing, but Val has got him beat. She is a ray of sunshine in a darkened room, I'm telling you. Okay, where's the Apoaps? It's somewhere around there. Just start throttling up a little bit so I can get a little more control as we move down toward the prograde, and that looks good. 10 degrees on the bubble. Open her up, and thank you very much, Mr. Apoapsis. How much liquid fuel do I have in that lower stage? Yeah, good time to be watching your things explode and rip you apart. Oh my god! You guys, everything has changed in the 1.0. Everything has changed between experimental versions. This craft was solid as a rock. And now I can't even fly it. Oh, KSP. Are we stumbling into the first thing that I don't like about KSP? Because if KSP is going to make me play realistic, then I'm leaving. I'm leaving the room. I just can't be bothered. I can't be asked to do that. I can't believe that happened. Let's go back to vehicle assembly. More struts, I guess. More struts. I don't know. Valentina is Jeb's twin sister. Who said that? M42KX. Could be. No comments, says Solmar Tig. So these got us up very well. I guess just more struts, which is odd. I mean, usually just a couple of struts will do it for me, or it has in the past, but everything is changing today, ladies and gentlemen, because we've got a KSP 1.0. Yes, we do. And you will have it Monday, this Monday, April 27th, 2015, and so forth and so on. So we'll just have some more struts pushing these apart. Was it this part that... No, this is not the problem. Those broke off, and then they sort of kicked round and at each other. I almost want to think that this strut was the problem. Is that a thing? Could that possibly... Because I didn't have that strut on earlier versions of the ship, and it flew. You know what? They kicked off in a weird wonky direction. Maybe we can just solve this with some little where those are fuel tanks. You're looking for engines, Spawn. Engines. Some little Separatrons. Separatrons? You think I could do it with Separatrons? New mouse cursor 1.0. This is Epic Living. Yes, we got a new mouse cursor in here. So many little things. So many little things. Do you think we could just slap like a bunch of Separatrons on here and get her to go? Get her to actually fall away and not whip around and smack us in our own behind as we're trying to get to our Apoap's bird. While you're fixing it, please include some nose cones on the SRBs for additional stability and higher speed. Oh my goodness! When did I not have... Did I really design those without nose cones? You're right! You're right, I forgot the nose cones. Thank you very much. The line has already left my chat window. There's so many people in chat. You're talking so fast. You're right. Aerodynamics is, now the nose cones actually make sense, so let's use them, and we will just slap them down right on top of the struts. Okay, so there's some nose cones for the SRBs. What else are we going to do? Just delete the banner entirely. What? Cake llama? What are you talking about, cake llama? Separators and engines in separate stages. I'm taking individual sentences out of conversations, I think, now. And nobody knows what's going on. Least of all the man in charge. Is there a man in charge? It's not me. Certainly not me. Okay, so we've got those thingamajiggers. When are they going to fire, and where have they gone in my staging? Where have all the Separatrons gone? When those break off, fire those Separatrons and activate those... Yeah, those went in the right place. It was your second stage that exploded. Right. It was when I detached this, right? We were done with those, detached them, and it was like they kicked and they spun and they did a thing, and... You know what? I don't like this. What I want instead is I want this to push away from us, because they kicked out, and it was like they did like they whipped in on us. Like there's like a tail whip effect to them or something like that. I don't know what it was. I can't explain it, but this is my solution. What do you guys think? Throw a couple of Separatrons on to push them away. We have added did we add any struts? We haven't added any struts. Okay? I don't see that we should need... Maybe we do need struts. Maybe it was... Okay, we'll strut between here and here. That would be a good idea. Did I not strut between there and there? I feel as though I did when I built it. Apparently I didn't. So, yeah. That would be a good idea too, Roninpawn. We're going to do this today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about it. We've got all the time in the world. By which I mean 47 minutes. That's not all the time in the world, Roninpawn. Okay, so we've strutted there, which should hold those together a little bit better. And we do have the Separatrons, which should now sort of just ask all of this to just go away from us when we destage it. Are the decouplers facing the wrong direction? Are the decouplers facing in the wrong... It's because they're attached to this? Could it be? I mean, I swear this has worked before. I have used this craft in a video that will be on youtube.com. What is that? All that stock stuff for resource gathering? Yes, we're gathering resources. We're going to go drilling. We got the drills and the scanners, and up here underneath the thing, which I would actually never break off this particular fairing. I would just leave it up there hiding our our small holding tanks for the ore collection. I think that that's going to help. I don't think that these are upside down, unless you guys tell me, hey, those are upside down. See that arrow? That arrow should be pointing down, Roninpawn, you fool. So I'm just going to wait for you guys to say that. Ooh, adjustable decoupler force. Yes. Yes. Should I do that? Maybe I should reduce the decoupler force. We will be at 70 kilometers by then. All we need to do is just get them to, you know, break apart from each other. It was that big kick from whencever it came that didn't really help us so much. You know what we could do? Reduce the decoupler force. This is going to make sure that it works. We'll reduce the decoupler force. I was trying to go for 40 and I couldn't get it. And we will put that engine, okay, these engines, in their own stage, right? So then we'll just decouple, the things will push away, and then we'll go to the engines, and then we won't get that, like, backlash of physics where it kicks back on us. There is no way that that solution does not work, Roninpawn. Your craft is now at 113 parts, and you have parachute issues, engines jettisoned before use, and a missing ladder. Engines jettisoned before use? These engines will be jettisoned before you are able to use them. What? What are you talking about? Which engines? Which engines? You're highlighting them. Oh, my Separatrons will be jettisoned before I get to use them? No. No? No. No, they won't. Unless I'm wrong there. I think that's still working out the engineer's report, right? Or am I wrong? You guys tell me in chat. We've got to actually get to Minmus today at some point. 113% more explosions, says Space Rex. 5 minutes later, boom! The Separatrons, and there was much rejoicing. I'm just reading chat. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Go. I think I've got the Separatrons in the right stage. I swear I do. I looked at them, and they were where they ought to be. When this detaches, I want the Separatrons to fire when these detach. So these are detaching, boom, at the same time that we fire those Separatrons, which pull that last stage away. Yes, that's correct. That is correct. Remove KSPTV banner, says Scott Manley. Sorry, Scott. We do whatever you say, Scott. Okay, I was out of KSP there when I clicked. There we go. And then Casper should come in and say, put KSPTV banner back, and then I'll say, okay, sorry, Casper. 3, 2, 1, space. Okay, we're going to be going way too fast, aren't we? Or did you guys say that the velocity, terminal velocity is higher? Does that mean that I'm okay to go faster at lower places in the atmosphere, or no? Or no? You guys gonna have to let me know. Okay, getting some atmospheric effects there. A little bit of extra crazy wobble. SRB's done. Say goodbye to you as well. And we are now at 10 kilometers, and things be all up with the exploding in here. Scott Manley. Hi, Scott, says Amadrobus. Scott Manley, thanks. Real Scott or fake Scott? Thanks, real Scott or fake Scott. Terminal velocity depends on shape now. Well, I think we've got a nice shape. Everything is very pointy and curvy and also wingy. Lots of struts going now. Lots of a little bit of a drill hanging out from the undercarriage. Some lighting as well. If we can ever get to Minimus, we'll get a chance to look at the lighting. It's banked down to 45 degrees here because I'm still trying to figure out how to fly in the new Dragon atmosphere and all that kind of thing, but I'm just going to go with the old ways, and then we'll have to improve upon them as we go. So how are we doing on the apple apps at this point? It's an unbaked muffin. Do not eat that. That is raw dough. You don't want any of that. Yes, we're almost there, though. Kind of. Sort of. We are at least making orbit, you know, in this craft efficiently. I need to be throttled all the way up. You fool, Roninpawn. Press Z. No one said that in chat. That was me talking to myself. Which I do a lot. So, yeah, the real Scott Manley is Syzygy. Syzygy, which I love. Syzygy. Said roll! Roll, says Super Nerd. Okay, I'm rolling. I don't know why, but you're telling me to roll, so I'm gonna roll. There, I've rolled! Where's the Apwaps is 48 kilometers. Yeah, it takes a minute to get this one up there. Done it. It does a bit. I'm gonna go down a little bit more. Is the Apwaps come up yet? Yes, it's coming up good. Let's try and ease this out so we get a nice little wrap around here. Use the spin of the planet to your advantage, Roninpawn. Is that a thing? I don't know. 67, 68, 69, and orbit at 71 kilometers because I may just need a little bit of room for error on this one. And we do not use comma or period anymore. We just click warp here. Rolling would probably destroy the ship, says Bacanando. Ore wa dare da to omoteru? Ano hino no namae wa nan desu ka? That means, what's that dog's name? It does. It does. How do I know that? I don't know. My brain works in Japanese only. We just put in a patch. It's an English patch, and it doesn't work exactly correctly. Yes. Apple apps open and firing on that's in the progrades and the go. I hit the go button, everybody. Okay, we're going to be running out of fuel on that stage very quickly, if I recall. And that worked! That did not work! Why did that not work? Why did that not work? I mean, everything pulled away very nicely, and then the engines just immediately exploded. Is it proximity to this? Is it like maybe some kind of collision happening with my landing struts? That's the only reason that I could possibly suggest why my engines would just suddenly explode like that. Do you guys agree with me there? Because I'm taking it back down. To vehicle assembly, and that's what I'm going to go at, is doing something else. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Why are my engines actually exploding on me? Just looking to chat now for guidance, as I always do. Read the debug menu, F3. No, it's too late. You guys are going to have to take a screenshot and send it to me. Press F3, hit F3, and look at the log. Separatrons pooped on it. The Separatrons didn't poop on it. They were far, far away. Far, far away. You want me to lower the Separatrons? I will lower the Separatrons, people. For you. Because I love you. Because I love all of you. I'll put them down there. Down there. A little bit of the Separatron juice for us at the bottom. I have 4 of those. I think I've still got them in more or less the same place. Yep. Yep. Pull them down. There we go. Sepratron. Sepratron goodness. Okay. Got the Sepatrons good. What else? What are the other explanations for sudden, inexplicable explosion of gear? Jettison first, then fire the engines. Yeah, that's what I did too, didn't I? I had it staged that way. I had it staged where these jettison, and then, yeah, that destaged, those detached. Actually, then we don't need those at all, right? I mean, we've got the thrust from that, and we're in space at that point. Why have Separatrons at all, chat? Huh? That was my idea, to have Separatrons at all. We're in space. If we just jettison those all on their lonesome, then there should be no problem with that. Pulling them away faster is not going to help save our exploding engine problem. What's with the thing in the middle? Oh, well, if you're just joining us, this is the drill. It works something like this. I haven't shown you the animation, have I? Look at this. Look at how low the drill goes. Look at. How low can't you go? How low can't you go? The drill is amazing. It's a really nice animation. We've got to get it on the surface so I can show you how it works. We just got to somehow, we got to get past these problems with the craft. So I'm going to, just in case, I'm going to move these gears up so that they're not below the the warning line, I guess, because maybe that has something to do with it. What else could it possibly be, everyone? What else could it possibly be? That the decouplers are on upside down? Does anyone think that that's the thing? That that could be the issue? Are these exactly the same? If I take this off, okay, and then throw away the decoupler, and then get a new decoupler, okay, give me a new decoupler, 720p mode, look for the tabs, bing, no, that's the right way, they were on that way before, so rather than deal with all of that, let me just undo a couple of times in order to get back to the ship when it was that way. No, the decouplers are on correctly, they're definitely on correctly, yeah, Violent Cheese says the decouplers are on correctly. Win Scott on, says Cyber. I'm sorry, Cyber Stud 007 UK. I know. I would like if Scott would come on right now too and tell us why our engines are exploding. Because I'm not the guy to explain anything to you. Cut throttle before staging the engine. I swear, look, we've got the engine completely on a different thing. So when I jettison the... We're going to jettison this separately from even staging the engine. So the engine should not fire tall. Should it? Because if I haven't staged the engine. I will do that, though. I will dethrottle. Okay. I don't think that we've really made any changes to this, though. I think you fixed it with that. With what? Okay, I think I fixed it with that too. I'm happy to hear that. Let's go. Let's get back out there. We're running out of time, Roninpawn. 36 minutes to get to Minimus and drill. Can you do it on KSPTV for the first time? Has anyone else done this today? Has anyone else drilled on KSPTV yet? Because we can do it. I believe in you who believe in me in 3, 2, 1. Rocket make go. Fairings were getting hung up on the landing gear. Fairings getting hung up on the landing gear. What fairings? What do you do? These? The fairings? Oh, you think so? Okay. Okay, good. That's what I'd like to believe too. So we'll just say that that's how she go. I'll tell you what, since you guys had me start putting wings on the bottom of these are really stable. I'm really, you guys helped a lot with making this go up now. We have no problem getting to orbit at all because of chat. I have a small problem with staying in orbit without exploding because of engines. And we're hoping that's the fairings or the engine shields there. Which maybe it was, maybe it is. I'm really praying at this point. Fairings are solid now, says Volhorts. I like the cut of your jib, Volhorts. Yeah. The fairings are solid now, Roninpawn. Take those suckers to orbit. You know what you're doing. No, I disagree. I definitely don't know what I'm doing. But, okay, I do not know how to make things explode rather proficiently, which is why they gave me the keys to the Space Center. Said, wow, you're pretty good at blowing things up. Why don't you do it professionally? Okay, I can do that. Exploding and add more struts, says Jay. Do you have a problem with exploding? Well, let me introduce you to the finest product on the market for explosion-based problems. Struts. Add more today. Buy now. Allow 3 to 6 weeks for shipping and delivery. Order now comes with a free egg slicer. Imitation faux leather wallet included. Just plate, extra handling. Okay, turn over, Roninpawn, turn over. Actually, we have been taking quite a bit of time to get into space. I think we've got some heft here, so I don't mind staying a little bit vertical a little bit longer, because we're burning a lot of fuel just to get up to our APWAPs. So if we can get out into the vacuum of space a little bit quicker, I'll be fine with that. I will be A-okay with that. Start doing my nice slow roll down here so as to not catch any remaining atmosphere. We are getting to the upper bits of the atmosphere where it shouldn't be an issue. 33 kilometers now at 800 meters per second, making our final turn, just sort of following the prograde down to about the 25-degree mark on the bubble. And how's our APWAPS doing? Coming up to 50 kilometers. I'm going to hold just above 25. I might even bank back up to 30 so that we can get out of the atmosphere a little bit quicker, like I was saying before. APWAPS, how you doing now? 55 kilometers. Disable SAS and start some rotation before separating the problem stage to get it to separate away from the craft instead of inwards. Suggests excuse the Latin. What does chat think of that idea? What does chat think of that idea? Because we will be up upon it immediately. We will be, encountering this problem very, very shortly here. So, what do you think? Does that make sense? Quick save before stage, says Beady Prussian. Yeah, sometimes the simplest solution is the best, isn't it? That's a little bit of kiss for you right there. Keep it simple, stupid. Roninpawn. F5, please, for the love of all things that are scientific and not at all involving anthropomorphic deity figures. Okay, F5 at the apoaps. We're just before the apoaps, and we'll start moving down our prograde, give myself a little bit of thrust so I can get some maneuverability there, and down to about 15 degrees on the bubble, maybe a little bit lower than that, 10, and open her up, and that holds the apoaps just out in front of us, a little bit lower now, Roninpawn. This stage is not going to last for long, though, so keep it out in front of you. I think the stage is done. Okay, disable SAS and spin. I don't have a lot of spin here, but I've got to release, and throttling up and SAS engaged, firing the next stage. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen, it worked! It worked, it was those fairings, that was the issue, and now my apoaps is falling quite a bit behind me. What's my height right now? 70.8, we've got to get that apoaps back up to us quickly. I don't want to get back into the atmosphere with this. We finally made it into space. For Pete's sake, we're finally in space. Come on, apoaps, come on. Where are we doing? What's our, okay, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine on the apoaps. I can move back down so we're not wasting fuel burning toward the sky. There we go. Apoaps coming back up to us. How are we doing on fuel overall? 1,500 units of liquid fuel still in these tanks. Where's our periaps? Come on, periaps. Come on. We know you're around here. We know you're hiding. Come on, give us a hand. We've finally gotten there. We've finally gotten there. As soon as I see a periaps, by the way, F5 it. F5 it, and everyone's celebrating in chat. Hoorah! Beautiful, hooray! We did it! Yay! Finally, yes. Okay, we can do this. We are totally going to do this now. We're totally going to land on Minmus and drill that snow cone, because I think that's what they're keeping up there is syrup on ice. That's what I'm thinking. Come on, apoaps. Come on. Actually, I'm not interested in you, apoaps. Come on, periaps. Periaps, you're so lovely. I've been longing for you. I've been pining for you for days and ages and weeks and years. Okay, apoaps at 72, periaps at 70. We have an orbit. Roninpawn, do the smart thing and press F5. We have a quick save in orbit around Kerbin. Nothing can go wrong now. Let's deploy these what did I do there? See, this was a new design for the ship, a new sort of advancement. Yeah, I may have sort of caused a bit of collision with those, There are some parts that need testing. There are some parts that still need testing. I mean, it works, but I don't like it at all. Yeah. I need to sort of invert those on the Mark 7 billion of this craft. But yeah, okay, it's fine, it's fine. We've got some power generation going now, so I have no problem with going out to Minmus. By the way, have I not covered that? Have I not mentioned in the whole video the service bays, in case you haven't seen them yet? Service bays, just a nice open area where you can stick little bits of craft. It will help you with aerodynamics. It will also help you with re-entry. The service bays, I believe, all have ablative shielding on the bottom of them, so you can use them for re-entry. If you just, like, attach these RCS canisters that I've got in there, if you were to just attach those to the side of the ship radially, when you re-enter, they go... they go pop! Usually, unless you're going like 3 kilometers per millisecond. If you go really fast, then you defy physics and everything is good. Okay, did I say we were going to Minmus at some point today? Oh, look, I can see our debris from here. Minmus, where are you? Where are we keeping the Minmus now? Oh, well, it's right out here by the probe. Minmus, we're coming. Don't worry, we're coming to save you, Minmus. Let's go up to our... Well, let's add the maneuver. Let's do the maneuver, and let's do it properly. Let's actually put it on the descending node this time. And is it up for descending node? Yes, it looks like it is. And there we go. You're spinning around to about a 4/10 of a... Okay, I must have this off, because I'm pretty sure that that's the... Yeah, that's the peak of its kick. So I need to drag this to the place where it goes out of control. Or it goes, ah! Come on, where are you going to go out of control for me? Oh, there it is, it's right there. And that's going to be a 0-degree node. Perfect. Now, if you wouldn't mind, because I can't be bothered, just warp me to my next maneuver. Thank you. And while you're doing that, I'm just going to enjoy the lovely sights of Minmus. Oh, look, was that the Great Wall of Kerbin? And we're here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's and it's dropping me out a bit ahead of my maneuver so that I have some time. I believe at this point in time it is set up to drop you out a minute ahead of reaching your maneuver, which is good for most maneuvers. A beta 201 resource process. What are we talking about in chat? Isn't it more efficient to do the inclination change after raising the apoapsis, or even in the same burn? I don't know. I do it step by step because if I don't, I have problems make words with mouth, is what happens. I get confused easily. I'm just, I'm talking a million miles per hour and not really paying attention to what I'm saying, and so if you do that at the same time as you're playing a game that has words like apoapsis, periapsis, delta V, most of the population doesn't even know what these terms are, so for me to be able to do this thing with the comedy and the talking ad nauseum, and also remembering to press Z right about now... Oh, I should have pressed that a lot sooner, actually. A lot sooner. We've got an 18-second estimated burn because this is a rather heavy ship. But it's fine. We'll get close enough. And that's all I'm ever going for in life is close enough. Where's my ascending node? I want you guys to do something for me and flip. Oh! We made it! We made it good! And do I have some RCS exposed? I do! So I can actually use the RCS if I want to get this right down to, within 1 meter per second difference. So do we have, if I drop the node, okay, drop the node, how are my ascending nodes? Within 1/10 of a degree, I'm fine. Fine with that. I am so totes okay with that. And we're still behind Minmus. It's up here, so I'm just going to set a, I'm not even going to set a maneuver, okay? I'm just going to go to the edge, to the horizon, where Minmus is. You know what? And then before we do that, I'm going to hit F5 again, because things are going a little bit okay right now. I feel like if I looked over at chat right now, I got that gut feeling that you guys are or should be screaming at me, Pawn, don't forget to something. I just have that sense. The schedule for this weekend can be found at forum.kerbalispaceprogram.com/content334. Thank you, Nightbot. We got a lot of things going on KSPTV, all of them revolving around Kerbal Space Program 1.0, the pre-release, followed by the release on Monday, April 27th, 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, buy your tickets now. We'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. KSP 1.0. Get some! You wouldn't believe that I've been up for like, what are we doing now? 272 hours, would you? Still got energy to do that, do you? What are we doing? Where is the fuel? Okay, all of the fuel, we're on the final stage of fuel. All the fuel is in these tanks, so we don't have to worry about staging any more things here. We just got to worry about whether or not 400 units of liquid fuel is going to get us to Minmus, get us a retrograde burn at Minmus, and then land us on Minmus. So there's more than a few concerns for us today here. As many concerns as there are, I wonder how RCS would do this job. RCS, you're way too slow. Nope. Push out, we'll get her done. Okay, now RCS would probably be helpful, right? We can get, no, RCS. Liquid fuel, LFO for the win. LFO FTW, so totes. Okay, now RCS, you can be of help. So what's our periaps here? I would like a nice low orbital encounter, equatorially, orbitally. Okay, it looks like 200 kilometers, and that's fine for me. I don't mind that bit at all, and because we cannot be bothered, first F5, turn the RCS off just in case, and if I could just sort of sneak in here onto the, I cannot warp that far. I must be on the wrong one. Let's just warp across our inclination there to the projected trajectory. I can't seem to get a hold of it. Screw it, let's go here. We'll just warp close to it. And say goodbye. Goodbye, Kerbin. Thank you for the auto warp so that I can enjoy the view and enjoy looking at my nice, lovely, beautiful little craft that we've got here. Where's Minmus? Minmus should be coming up any time now. Minmus? Hello? No, are you out there? We're 2 days away from you. Surely you're somewhere in this general direction. Time warp slowing down, and still no Minmus. Minmus is late to its own party. Oh, it's ahead of us. It's quite a bit ahead of us. Oh, well, that's actually pretty good. It'll be slowing us down nicely for the burn at periaps. Thank you. So Let's go ahead and warp right across the maneuver node. No problem with that. See that? Time warp slowed me down to 50 or possibly 10 in order to get past that, and here we come. Here we come to the periapse. And I just killed time warp because I'm too used to having to do that. No, 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 no. Head right on up to the periapse. Do some rocket things for Rockamax. It's the rocket corporation that makes everything explode. Boom. Yes, closer to the periapse. Thank you very much. We do still have electricity and fuel and all those things. I'm getting really nervous now because we're getting close to this thing, and we've got about 22 minutes remaining in the whole deal. Okay, go to your retrograde, actually, ship, if you don't mind. Find your retrograde for me. Go for a direct landing, says MGC Jerry. No. No! I'm going for no there. Because we've got some new equipment to test. We've got all these scanners to play with, and I want to show you how they work, or I want to show you me trying to figure out how they work. Things tend to go bad when I start to think that I actually have some idea of how things work and that I can explain them to other people, so I've just given up on it, generally speaking. So if I go like this, no, I think I need to burn toward the surface a little bit more in order to keep the periapse a little bit closer to us. It doesn't really matter, Roninpawn, just keep burning until you get to a much lower orbit than this. What do we want? About, let's say, to start, 14 kilometers. Oh my god, the liquid fuel. Oh my god, the liquid fuel. Could I do some of this with RCS? Could I do some of this with RCS? Get on your retrograde, you fool. 14 kilometers. Yes, we can use RCS for these maneuvers. Brilliant, beautiful, I love it. There you go, 14 kilometers at the periapse, and then we will turn this into an orbit as well. I don't think I'm going to quick save because I spent a lot of liquid fuel. I didn't even realize which direction we were going around Minmus there. You should ditch your fairing well you have no thrust. Don't want it colliding with other parts. I will keep that in mind, but honestly, this fairing isn't designed to be deployed. You know, what's hiding in there is our tanks for containing the ore. And I like the idea of this ship as being like an interplanetary ship. Land on a ship, fill up your tanks with the available fuels and resources and material, and then take off again and go somewhere else. So I'm just gonna leave that in there. Just gonna leave that fairing on for permanence. Because why not? One day the developer will add interaction in IVA, EVA like doing real science inside the spaceship. Says Church. How could you? No! Why am I going past things? Oh, because I was using, I did the thing that I said we're not going to do anymore, which is use, you know, comma and period for the time warping. Yeah. Oh, it's fine. We're close enough. Yeah, it's a min-miss. You know, who cares? It's going to get done. In fact, we've got lots and lots of RCS on this ship. Let's go ahead and thank you for the effects of physics warp. Thank you very much. It's the first time we played in this save. Okay, am I doing this right? Is the periapse falling a lot behind us? It kind of is. What if I pull up here and everything keeps falling because it's where it is there, Roninpawn. Yes. Stay up, periapse. Alright, don't stay up, periapse. I'm brilliant. You know what? Who was it that suggested we just go for a direct burn and set down? No physics warp, thank you very much. We're going around the planet one more time. Let's go back to our periapse. It's okay, we got electric charge for ages. We're not going to run into our, that would be a heck of an unlucky encounter, wouldn't it? To run right into that. Did I hit that right? Yes, warp here up to the periapse. With litho braking, you don't need fuel, says 72 boosters. Now I am getting tired, ladies and gentlemen. I am getting tired. I'm running out of steam here, so I do apologize. The remaining 20 minutes of this stream will be done in complete silence. Is he serious? Is he really gonna sit there and not say anything? He's on KSPTV, man. There's no way that he could just sit there and not say anything. For 20 minutes, while playing KSP on KSPTV. I mean, jeez. Is he for real? I think I'm gonna tune out. No, stay here. We're fine. We're doing a thing with a burning thing, and I'm doing it very stupidly and very foolishly. Get right on your periapse and use your H's and your N's and just drop that with using monopropellant. Oh, wow, we are burning through the monopropellant rather quickly here, but I do want to save as much liquid fuel as I possibly can. We're about low enough now. I want to be at about, what are we at here? We're at 9 kilometers there. Let's just drop the whole orbit down to about 9 kilometers. Roninpawn, pay attention to your retrograde, or at least tell the ship to pay attention. Someone should be somewhere paying attention to your retrograde. Let's spin around a little bit so that we can get into the light side, because, you know, I've been doing this just long enough to know that people like being able to see things in video footage. So yeah, we've got that now. Here's what I want to do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now that we are in orbit of this planet, and it's a low orbit, we are going to activate the narrow band scanner. So we are on Minmus, the biome is the lowlands, and this is our latitude and longitude, and it is being updated as we're passing over the surface. It's telling us that the average in this biome, in the lowlands, is about 7%, so that's pretty good, actually. I believe the average for the planet was 4 point something, so a 7% average for this biome, that's a biome you might want to mine. If we toggle the scanner GUI, we get this. Now, the only reason that we get this is because we already have the orbital planetary body, the other scanner that we put up. You have to have one of those in, otherwise you won't be able to collect this data. It won't show it to you like this, I believe. I believe is how that works. That's what I saw before. Correct me if I'm wrong, if someone in chat knows, but I believe you have to have both of these things in the place with the stuff and the guys in order for the narrowband scanner to give you an actual reading in your GUI. Activate the BUTT, 31 Emmanuel? What? The BUTT? What is the BUTT? I don't know. I do not know. Refresh it, and it will update, okay, the area that you're in. So it's taking a little snapshot, telling you where the resources are, where the fuel is. So my assumption is that all the bright pink is where there's going to be lots of stuff, and then as it gets towards darker, not so much. Resource or average 5.07% average in this biome. Okay, not, I don't think that's in the square there. It's biome locked for the averages. So now that we've got the narrowband scanner, that's going to help us sort of pick a landing spot. But what also is going to help us pick a landing spot is to switch back over to Minmus, turn on the ore display, and see where's the first place with lots and lots of ore, and here it is. There it is, and that's at a 70% cutoff. If I go any higher, we can't find any ore. So the highest levels of ore that we're going to find are going to be right in this patch right here. I think we should burn for it. I think we should set down right over there. We'll just have a maneuver there, maybe just for the sake of warping up to it. Warp to the next maneuver. What's going on in chat? Did you guys correct me yet on something that I didn't understand, that I was probably explaining to you as though I knew what I didn't? Because that's entirely a possibility. Backward utilized tracking torpedo. The Kerbals borrowed it from Spotty. Spotty? Spotty? Sposa. An auto refresh toggle would be a nice addition too. Yeah, that would be a nice addition. So here we are, and there's our burn area. We're not quite there yet. Let's come up to the actual... Whoa! That's fine. That's a good place. Go ahead and make some burns and start dropping that. Am I on my retrograde? Yes, I am. Roninpawn. Roninpawn! Gotta catch him. He's really... naff. We want to just come down in this area. I'm just really timid right now about how much fuel I'm using because we're down to 120 some liquid fuel, and I want to land without the explosions. Would be good. This is going to be kind of a suicide burn, I think, with a ship this large, and we're down a lot in monopropellant. Turn your RCS off because we'll need all of the liquid fuel that we possibly can do. This is going to be really tough, guys. Like, really tough. Like, soup's real tough. I'm going to say, where's the flat ledge? I want to be on the flat ledge of Minmus. That looks good right there. So let's start making a descent. Now, which direction are we actually heading in? That would be this. Oh, yes, look at this nice flatty bit right here. Right here, it's right underneath us. Are we good? Are we over all of the ores and the riches and stuff? Yes, we are, according to the overlay. How about according to our narrowband scanner? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of ore down there, just a little bit off to the west. To the west, I guess. But I'm good with this. I think we as soon as we get over some more purple, I'm going to actually go ahead and kill our orbital velocity, and we'll start falling downwards. Remember to set the nav ball to surface mode, says Sibesco. Wow, I never do that. I never do that. There you go, surface mode. This is the surface mode. I'm going to start doing that. That's good. Oxidizer, watch it. Very low on the oxidizer. What? How did I run out of oxidizer before liquid fuel? What? Oh my god, you guys are you're breaking my brain. You're breaking my brain here. Please, don't scare me anymore. I just made a quick save. You are out of oxidizer. How do I get out of oxidizer? How did I run out of oxidizer? Where's the oxidizer going? Oxidizer burns with the liquid fuel. What's new? What's new? There's no way you have enough liquid fuel is what everybody's saying. Rest in peace, Bill and Val. Death count +1. Where did all my oxidizer go? Where have all the oxidizer gone? Long time, do. I'll tell you what, Nospiro in chat has just solved all of our problems today. If I don't have enough things to land, we're going infinite fuel because we're going to do this. We've got 12 minutes. We're going to land and we're going to do some drilling. So step 1, are we over a good spot? We're over a dense spot for ore. So throttle her up, and we're out of oxidizer, just like you guys said. We'll use some monopropellant, and that doesn't do anything for lowering our speed. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's going to be one of those days. Need some infinite fuel for me, if you wouldn't mind. Infinite fuel. Thank you. Okay, yeah, we're getting down there, because I want to show off these features. I promise you, this ship, in a previously experimental version of Kerbal Space Program, this ship worked great for getting here. It always was. I always built it in such a way that it was just barely enough, though, because it's kind of like, that's what I like. I like to do that. I don't like to overbuild ships, I like to underbuild them. I like to just have enough to get there if I pull everything off correctly, which is a really bad way for you to play if you're not any good at the game. And I'm not, so also I ask other people to watch me playing the game, so maybe I need to sort of change tactic there. Yeah. Incidentally, you might want to consider subscribing to me at youtube.com/Roninpawn, or, okay, following me at twitch.tv/Roninpawn, or just handing me over money if you'd like at patreon.com/Roninpawn. There's all kinds of, just basically any website /Roninpawn gets you there. Don't worry about it. Your gear is still up, please fix. Is fixed. IR has fixed it. No problems. No probs. Are we still good for where we happen to be? Refresh this. Okay, we are still good, but we're getting into the not good area. Just give me stability assist because I would like to stay in the place that we are more or less. Oh, we're coming down on a hill. That's gonna be great. Let's just push the retrograde up to the top of the bubble so that we know that we're just coming straight down, more or less. There you go. Retrograde's near the top of the bubble. And we're generating a lot of speed toward a ground that is coming at us very quickly. I'm pretty sure we've got enough thrust in this ship to cancel that equally quickly, though. So, yes. There you go. Okay, we are fluttering a bit. Can I get some RCS to help me with this landing? Yes, yes, I can. Yes, 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 yes. Come on, RCS. This is a beautiful looking landing. I mean, it looks beautiful. It might not be beautiful, but it looks that way. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have done it. We are set down. We are landed on Minmus. We're wobbling just a little, just a wee bit with the wobble. I turned SAS off because we don't need SAS. Who needs SAS? And we've got 9 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, to drill every single thing out of Minmus that exists. It's not really going to be of much benefit to us to drill it, so long as we have the, stop! I knew it was going to do that, so long as we have infinite fuel on. So, ready? Stop! There we go. So let's do some drilling, everybody! Let's do some drilling! Now that we're down on the surface, we can activate our... Why are we... We're actually resting on that? Is that why we're bouncing a little? I don't know. Now that we're down on the surface, we can actually activate our surface scanning module, which will run an analysis, and it will tell us that the place that we are on right now, right here, has 6.04% ore. That is actually not real great, because we know that there are places on Minmus that have 8% and 10% ore and that sort of thing. So if we had some more fuel and some more time today, I would suggest getting up there and just floating around a little bit, going to, you know, somewhere else and seeing if you get some better readings for your ore. But at least now we do know what we're drilling, and therefore it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to drill. Deploy any of the drills. Also, it's a little bit dark, so might as well turn your lights on. Now, I've got the drills on the bottom of the ship, but you don't need them on the bottom of the ship because they deploy and they go very, very long. This part comes out and then like to there, and then another one comes out, another one comes out, so don't worry about having your drills super, super low. With the drill deployed and some form of electric resource generation turned on, go ahead and start your surface harvester, and, ladies and gentlemen, we're drilling. We are totally drilling. And it's, if this ship is rocking, don't come a-knocking, we're collecting ore in here. Yes, the Roninpawn on KSPTV. And by the way, we've got Valentina Kerman on Minmus for her first time. For her first time since the last time. Since the other time when I recorded that video that will be uploaded today or tomorrow whenever YouTube decides to actually finish processing it at youtube.com/Roninpawn. Subscribe today. Yes, Val, welcome to Minmus. Which direction is the sun? Let's get a nice shot of you at in front of the ship. In fact, come over here. Just they actually walk faster if you just in, just sort of shuffle them. Just sort of shuffle them to get a nice, pretty shot of Valentina at the drill here on Minmus. Wave, and we will send this to your friends. Postcard. Chink. Thank you, Val. Okay, Valentina, I need you to plant a flag, please. Please plant us a flag. Roninpawn! Backwards. Twitch. Twitch.tv/KSPTV. Yes, that was us. That was us. We landed here, and we're drilling, okay? We've ground truthed. We've run this scanner. We've got the orbital scanner. We've got all these different features going together. We've got 6 minutes left in this video, so what else could we possibly do? We could convert that fuel into, or convert that ore into fuel using this big giant thing here, which probably weighs a lot. I don't remember how much it weighs. Probably does weigh quite a lot and made it very difficult. Oh, Val! Val! Watch yourself! Watch your maneuvers! Get on the crew hatch! There you go. Grab it. And in, and in, and in. Okay. So we've got, you know what? Oh, hey! Excuse me. Narrowband scanner. In fact, I don't really need you anymore. Thank you for taking up my screen real estate, though. Here's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. The drill and your ore collection will run on rails. You see, we're already up to 4.74 ore collected. However, if we weren't here doing this, okay, if we were off on a distant Kerbin somewhere, and we were, say, time warping, and we were, say, time warping, and we were, say, time warping, yes, those tanks would fill, and they would fill rather quickly over the course of, say, a week or so. Oh, we ran out of fuel over the course of the night, though, so we had to wait, or electricity, rather. Our ore is not, it's not doing anymore. Why not do? We have electric charge. We have ore. Why not with the make goey? Oh. Why the ore not coming in? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but anyway, hey, look, there's our probe! There's our probe, or maybe just debris of ours. But yeah, so anyway, you can generate your ore over the course of time. It can happen and will happen on rails. Once you have some ore in your tanks, it would be a good idea to do one or the other. This takes a lot of, you know, energy to run. A lot of electricity to run. So if you're going to be converting ore into fuel, might want to bring in your drills. It's my suggestion. Oh, God, what did I do? What did I do? I did something. I heard an explosion. It's fine. I'm always hearing explosions. Start the ISRU, and let's make some liquid fuel and oxidizer. Huh? Now this thing takes an awful lot of electricity. An awful lot of electricity. I mean, look at it. Look at it. It's just sucking through our electric charge. You're going to want a huge battery bank, as well as a lot of electric resource generation on a craft if you're going to do some serious refining. As you can see, we're turning we're not going through a lot of ore very quickly in comparison to how much electric charge. So yeah, lots and lots and lots and lots of solar panels or some nuclear power generation or something like that. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have, in fact, made ore into fuel here on Minmus. And we've got 3 minutes left. We've got 3 minutes left. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's bum rush back home. We got 90 liquid fuel. Surely that's enough to get us off of here. I love those effects. Oh. I should have just made oxidizer is the thing. Yeah, probably should have just made oxidizer, because I had that imbalance of liquid fuel and oxidizer. Yeah. That's definitely the issue. Well, Bill, Val, there's only one thing left to do. I think you know what it is. It involves RCS, careful positioning, use of SAS, and I don't know, but it's Val, isn't it? It's Val! No, I can't do this. I shouldn't do it. Don't do it! No! Everybody in chat is saying, no, please, don't! Actually, they're not saying that. They're slowly clapping. They're saying, well, rest in peace, Nulligan. Hashtag wrecked. You guys love it. You guys are just vicious. Look at this. Hey! No one died, nor did they explode. Cause I sort of duct taped the whole craft together. Should we be using, like, welding and things like that? Should I be soldering these things? Because I was thinking Scotch tape would do it, but apparently not. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're getting to the end of the stream here. Ladies and gentlemen, who's up next is a good question. Can I go 10 minutes longer, he says. Can I go 10 minutes longer, Casper asks. Can I go 10 minutes longer? No! I've been up for 376,000 hours! Yeah, I can go 10 minutes longer. Let's do... You know what I want to do? You know what I want to do? You know what I want to do. Don't revert. They're just dead. They're just dead. It's over. Oh, no, they're not dead. They're just stuck there forever. You know? Yes, Casper, that is exactly what I want to do. Fly a plane around. I just love flying. I just love flying. When I don't have anything else to do, I just pop open the KSP and fly a jet around. I just love it. I just love it. Rescue mission, says IntigFX. Maybe we will have a rescue mission. I also live stream on twitch.tv/Roninpawn every Sunday. Al-Qaeda. Every Sunday, I live stream on twitch.tv/Roninpawn at 9 p.m. BST. That's 4 p.m. Eastern, so feel free to join me there tomorrow, along with my usuals. Alvavic Levin, Cool JWR, Rex Skates, you fellas, and the pony, to whom it is a secret. Pawn, says McDingo. McDingo, what? What, McDingo? What, McDingo? No, speak now or forever hold you, McDingo. Let's fly around, and let's do so at a bit of speed because, you know, Val does like to sort of tease Houston by popping through the tower. Shall we go through the bridge again? I am just amazed at how easy it is to get a plane through the bridge in the new system here. Let's also put on the chase cam, which is so incredibly lovely. Or, no. Let's try going through the bridge. Yes, let's try going through the bridge in IVA mode. Oh, okay, yep. Whoa, Val, you're very fast. We all know that. Thank you very much. And you like to fly low. She is low and fast. I'm just gonna throttle it down completely and then put just a little bit of throttle back up, and it looks like we're definitely coming in too fast at this as of right now. So what I'm thinking is a good way to arrest our speed is to just immediately do a loop-de-loo. Just immediately do a loop-de-loo. Can I pull it over? Yes! Oh my god, this is gonna be brilliant. If I pull this off, you guys are gonna have to, like, tell your friends about this moment. Al-Qaeda. Let's do it again. I want to fly that through the bridge in IVA. SAS? No SAS. We don't use SAS in planes. We go to IVA mode, and just a little bit of throttle. Well, we'll throttle her all the way up just to get off the pad. Won't we, Val? I forgot to stage the engine. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Up. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Right. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Death. Hello. Oh my god. Where did it go? What happened? I broke physics. I totally broke physics. There is no way that that survived that. And yet it did. And it's still running. Well, maybe I can turn the air brake on. No, Val's pretty dead. Revert to the launch on that one. That was a little bit bad there. That was a little bit bad. Okay, Val, back to the IVA. Throttle all the way up to take off. You got no brakes, you got no SAS, didn't need any of that. When is 1.0 going to be released? Ask video viewer, comment writer. It will be released this Monday, April 27th, 2015, coming soon to a Steam near you, to a KerbalSpaceProgram.com near you. Steam is great. Love Steam. I would recommend just buying it straight from Kerbal Space Program. Buy it from them. You can get the zips and the downloads. You can download as many installations as you want and all that stuff, and it's easier than Steam. And actually, the only reason I'm saying that is because I presume that when Kerbal Space Program sells Kerbal Space Program, the devs get a few more dollars for it. And do they not deserve it, ladies and gentlemen? Can we have a round of applause for the devs in chat for this 1.0 release? My god, how brilliant. How many things have we got going on here? Whoa, 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 whoa. I just dethrottled a lot. Okay. What did we say the method was for this? It was a loop-de-loo, a loop-de-loo. I don't know which direction I'm loop-de-looing in, though, is a problem. Okay, no. I don't like that loop-de-loo. That loop-de-loo is rather low. Oh my god, Roninpawn, you're down to, like, nothing meters per second. You're down to nothing meters per second. You are flat. You are flat. Okay. We saved it. We saved it. Good maneuvers, Val. Val, thank God for you, because you all know that I'm useless, with no competence whatsoever. Whew. Yes, I see the claps coming through in chat now. Huzzah for the devs! They deserve it. This is amazing. I mean, this amount of new content to be released in a version, in one version, especially in the, I feel, a very short amount of time between the Not 90.0 and the full release. Relative to the amount of stuff that we're getting, relative to entirely new systems, relative to entirely new drag and physics and all the little things, I give it up. I'm giving it all back to you, baby. So I don't even know that song. Come on, we were going to go under the bridge in IVA mode, but we're still going too fast because Valentina is she's just too quick. She's just too quick. You can't slow this woman down. Okay, I'm down to 50 meters per second now. It's actually not a bad thing to have a little bit of speed when you're trying to pull maneuvers now because of the way that the drag affects you. It would also be a good idea to use your trim so that you don't have to continually do that. I do also have air brakes on this craft, so maybe we should land this right before the end of the stream as well. Come on, where's that bridge? I'm sorry, I was looking off of screen. I was just checking my Skype. Okay, I just I have to keep up to date with my social media. Here we go. Okay, I was a little bit, just a tiny bit, just a smidge hasty on pulling up there. Don't worry, we got all the time in the world. All the time in the world, by which I mean, thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. No. Let's do it again. I mean, if you guys want me to stay around, then I'll stay around. If you guys are done with me, if you like Roninpawn, get off of KSPTV. Bring back the DAS. I don't know. You think he gets angry when you say it wrong. Open it up. Throttle, and back into IVA. Yes. We'll have a low throttle to start with. We won't get thousands of meters per second straight off of it. Val is alive but stranded. Petition to save Val. Why are we not going up? Well, I think you need a little bit, like 50 meters per second in order to get up on this one. We got a lot of bump here on the runway, too. See the bump? Even the bump. Just the bump. Another feature that's been added, the camera thing. Just having all this camera and the wobble and everything. It's just, that sort of sealed the deal for me. Oh, no. I tried to pull out of that. Where is Jeb? You said Val is stranded. Val is stranded where? Oh, on the You want to send me back to the Minmuses? Back to the Minmuses. You know how long it took us to get... Are you guys up for another 6 hours of streaming for me to actually rescue a human being from Minmus? Because that's just about how long it would take. So revert to launch one more time. KSPTV. Roninpawn, it's Jeb, not Val. It's Jeb? Who? Oh, we've got Jebediah flying. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Jebediah, get out. I don't like you. I don't like Jeb. Out of all of them, I don't like him. Well, but I do play Jeb occasionally. And the person who I don't play is Bob. Does anyone ever play Bob? I mean, maybe in a career mode where you need a good scientist, but I'm just noticing, I'm not saying like I have something against it, I'm just noticing that behavior in myself. I play with Bill, I play with Jeb, I'm definitely going to play with Val, but Bob just never leaves. I think he just sticks around the KSC and like barbecues for people. I think that's his thing. He's like a fisher. He likes to go fishing, and then he brings back his catch, and he throws it on the Barbie for the other Kerbals, and that's sort of what he does. That's his role at the KSC, which is, you know, it's like human resources, just keeping people happy. It's very important to keep the staff happy, especially when they're risking their lives flying ridiculous missions for the Roninpawn regularly in New Pawnington. Yeah, really good to keep them happy, even if you have to like make them a football field or amusement rides and put them out here away from the Space Center. You know, you just got to do what you got to do in order to keep your people happy. Otherwise, you're going to have revolts on your hands, and trust me, it's happened to me. We've got a good run up here. We have got a good run up here. Roninpawn, I just throw a Kerbal in the can and launch in the sandbox mode. Yeah? Oh, okay, we've got a really good run up here. This is the one. This is the one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to be hasty on the pull-up. I'm going to be late on the pull-up. I'm not going to be hasty on the pull-up. I'm going to be late on the pull. I made a quick save this time, though.
I'm a smart boy. I'm getting smarter every second that we stream.
Okay, back in the can. Here we go, okay. We're at 80 meters per second. This is good. All I need to do is just throttle up right now. Yeah, Jeb? Was it Jeb? Yeah, it's Jeb. Thank you. Thanks, Jeb. You did some okay work there. Ooh, you almost took out the air conditioning units. Okay, throttle her up, Jeb, because she actually flies. You know, it's almost easier to make these maneuvers at massive speed now that the drag, it just sort of grabs you and whips you around. Say, this VAB, I guess. See, that's why I keep crashing. It's Jeb. If this were Val, she'd be doing a much better job for us. Ready for Scott Manley, says Wolfram Ninfushnevadelkind. Not a thing, Stealth. Ronin hasn't slept in 4 days. Nope, I have not slept in 4 days? No. 16,732,518,000,000,000 8 Googleplex hours. Is that how numbers work? That's what my maths teacher taught me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it has actually been a very long time since I slept, and today we managed to go to Minmus and cheat our way there and drill, and I'm sure you'll be much more successful in your drilling escapades, which you will be doing in the 1.0, which is out this Monday, April 27th, 2015. Look for it, download it, purchase it, tell your friends, tell people you walk up to strangers, pat them on the head, KSP. Tell them about this. Tell them about KSPTV. Stay tuned this weekend because there's going to be people doing all kinds of stuff. What we did with drilling today, tip of the iceberg and all the things that are in here. I am the Roninpawn. Please join me on youtube.com/Roninpawn for more buffoonery. That's what we do. We don't play the game well. We just, we act silly. That's what we enjoy. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for coming. Would you mind, does anyone terribly mind if I just throw this up and play a little bit of Pokepawn for you on my way out here? Thanks everybody for watching. I am the Roninpawn. Pawn out.
I want to be the very best, like no pawn ever was. To build them is my real test, to fly them is my cause. I will travel across the skies, searching far and wide. have the science to understand the goo that is inside. Roninpawn, gotta catch up. It's you and me, playing career mode in KSP. Ooh, you're my best friends in a world we must defend. That's Kevin. Roninpawn, gotta catch up. Of course, so true. Jebediah will pull us through. You'll teach me, I'll mislead you. Roninpawn, Roninpawn. Every mission along the way, with courage I will face. I will fly them every day, straight into outer space. Come with me, the time is right, our node is drawing near. SAS and thrusters full, draw up the landing gears. Roninpawn, it's you and me, build it in three-sided symmetry. Ooh, you're my best friends on a channel we must subscribe to. Come on, click it. Oh, the things we'll do, forget our staging and kill the crew. Your tiki Pokemon will sue and then we'll all explode.